Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why you need to use warm outreach methods if you're a beginner with social media marketing. And before we hop into the rest of the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel to see future content from me. Okay, so in my time doing social media marketing, I've reached out upon thousands of businesses using warm outreach methods, as well as hundreds, if not thousands of businesses doing cold outreach as well. So I've seen kind of both sides to it, as I have experience with both. So you may be wondering, what are warm outreach methods? Warm outreach methods are basically any place you can go to find leads that are interested in social media marketing. And these are also basically high intent leads, meaning they're actively searching for it. So it's not a cold lead where it's a business that basically has no idea like who you are and you don't even know if they're interested in the service or not. You just reach out to them because you think they could be a fit for the service. A warm lead is basically someone that's put their hand up and put a posting out on some sort of platform, which I'll touch on in a minute, and basically says, they need help with social media marketing. They need help with Facebook ads. And then from there, it's your job to just step in and convince them why you need to go with you instead of the other freelancers or agencies that are applying. So that's what a warm outreach method is. And basically give you a few examples of some of the ones I've utilized would be basically Upwork.com, People Per Hour, Freelancer. Some others that I would say kind of fall under the warm outreach umbrella as well would be Facebook groups, LinkedIn, Indeed, maybe, and other job posting sites, although I don't really have experience as I do with the others that I previously mentioned. So why warm outreach? Basically, you don't need to sell the prospect on the value of the service because they already know the value of the service, hence why they're, actively searching and putting postings out there of looking for help, basically, why they're hiring for it in the first place. So you just need to convince them to go with you. And versus with cold outreach, you need to convince them the value of the service and also the value of you. In this case, you just need to convince them why you need to go with you because they already see the value in the service itself. In some cases, it can even switch the buyer-seller dynamic entirely because since they put the posting out there, since they're actively looking for help, they really need your service and they need you. And whereas like if you're just cold outreaching to them, you maybe hop on a call and you try to convince them, and it's like you're really kind of pushing against that buyer-seller dynamic. Whereas in this case, they might be, desperately in need of your help, potentially needing you more than you even need them. If you don't have prior sales experience or case studies to leverage, doing cold outreach, cold calling to sell a high ticket service is actually very incredibly hard to do. That's how I kind of started out myself, cold calling or going door to door to these businesses, trying to sell, $1,000, $1,500 a month retainer when I had no previous experience, no team, no previous results to leverage. That's extremely hard to do. So that's why I recommend focusing on these warmer lead methods, going to high intent leads, just because, again, as I mentioned earlier, you don't actually have to convince them the value of the service. You just need to convince them that they should go with you. It just removes a lot of friction and just makes it a little bit easier. With that being said, obviously every outreach method out there will work. I mean, as you can see, no matter what outreach method there is, there's dozens, hundreds, thousands of people, if not tens of thousands of people that are doing it successfully, that are landing clients, that are landing high ticket clients at 1, 2, 3, 4K a month. So whatever outreach method you choose, you might want to stick with that because obviously you'll be able to see results with it. I'm just putting in my perspective and, if I can go back and start from zero, like how I would approach things and just save me a lot of time and trial and error. And currently myself, I'm in the process of even researching some other outreach methods specifically for e-commerce niche. And I think that once you're, getting into the cold outreach and stuff like that, it can be easier and useful if you want to target like your ideal or specific dream clients. But I think in the beginning, when you're starting out, you don't really have reference or an idea of what that is. So choosing a niche and going all in on that is hard when you could be switching your niche 1 or 2 months later. Whereas that's why I think it's better to cast a wide net in the beginning, not really have a set niche, just kind of work with the clients that you can pull in from these different warm outreach methods. From there, you'll actually learn what clients you enjoy working with, which clients you can get the best results for, and things like that. And then I think once you have that information, then you can kind of niche down, focus on the specific clients you want to work with, and then use cold outreach to outreach to those dream and ideal clients. This also will be easier once you have some more confidence in yourself and your abilities, your team's case studies and all that kind of stuff. It'll also make it easier, as well as, it's nice to also diversify your outreach methods so that, for example, if one stopped working or something happened with that one stream, you had others to kind of fall back on as well. But again, there's no need to diversify your outreach if you don't even have 1 or 2 that are, proven to work consistently and you don't have them systemized and automated, then there's really no point. So first you want to dial in that first outreach method, and then from there, once it's, let's say, systemized and automated, then you can move on to others if you choose to do so. So just to wrap up the video, as I mentioned earlier, I do recommend that you start with warmer, high-intent lead sources in the beginning. Once you have some experience built up, once you have some case studies, if you want to niche down, then only take on those clients through the warm outreach methods, as well as choose, let's say, 1 or 2 targeted cold outreach methods to land out to your, dream, ideal, perfect client prospects. Then that's how I recommend you go about doing it. So let me know if you actually agree with me or disagree with me on this. I'd love to hear in the comments below. Additionally, drop a comment below and let me know what outreach methods you're currently utilizing within your agency. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the thumbs up button. As always, check the first link in the description. There's a link there to my exclusive one-on-one coaching program. There are limited spots available. So thank you again for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.